What have you found interesting about card collectors of the game that repeat playing?
Just the power of people's desire to get a whole set, to understand that they have become the most powerful sorcerer that they can be. But also, when we made the cards, we wanted to make sure that they were a very high quality, the kind of trading card that you might get at retail. But our guests, when they come to the park, can get a certain number every time they come to the park and play the game. So even during the play test, from the very first day, guests playing the game would find each other throughout the park and trade to see who had the cards. And that in its own is a very entertaining activity for the guests, even on top of the full themed game experience we provide.
Can you talk about the new Pirates Adventure Treasures of the Seven Seas game experience?
Very excited about that. That just opened this year. Our guests get to join Captain Jack Sparrow's crew and fight their way through one of 5 different pirate adventures, following 5 different treasure maps throughout Adventureland, and they find just miraculous pirate artifacts, skulls that shoot lasers out of its eyes, that burn directions onto old parchment. We have guests get to light trails of black powder which then go and explode, or just simply firing cannons, or raising the undead from Davy Jones's locker. Our guests get to do all of those things, and it's been a great hit so far.
Now, can you talk about how that technology works?
Well, you start with the dark magic of Tia Dalma, and no, I can't actually talk about it.
No, I think John means like is it like a card scan thing where you hold it up and it scans stuff? Do you get artifacts or like that kind of stuff?
Well, our guests get a mystic dark magic talisman provided to you by Captain Jack Sparrow. So as you go through the land, you look for objects which Jack and Tia Dalma have perhaps enchanted for you. So you may find a sand dollar. Touching your mystic talisman to the sand dollar causes a giant oyster to open, showing you a mystic pearl, and you hear the voice of Tia Dalma and the ocean telling you where to go next. Or if you find a cannon, you can actually ignite the fuse of the cannon, which will then burn and blow something up.
Now, what have you learned from each new interactive experience that's helped you with Treasures of the Seven Seas?
You learn a lot every time. Each of the experiences, although they may look similar, very different. So if with Agent P's World Showcase Adventure, it's very much a spy story, so guests are interacting with high-tech equipment. It's a very different feel from Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, where there's apparently no technology, and you're simply holding up playing cards, and those playing cards cast magic spells. It's very unexpected. And in Pirates of the Caribbean, Treasures of the Seven Seas, or Pirates Adventure Treasures of the Seven Seas, our guests are just doing all those piratey things that they really love. But what we learn is that we focus not on the technology, but on the storytelling, and the results are the guests love them.
What is new technology opening up when it comes to interactivity and keeping guests occupied and entertained while visiting attractions like Dumbo and Test Track?
We think that that is very important, and it's something that Disney's been doing for a while. So here at Disneyland, if you're in the queue for the Indiana Jones ride, there's some really marvelous moments where you shake the bamboo pole and the walls start to come down and crush you, although miraculously don't. But we definitely make it a priority at Imagineering now, not just to entertain them in the queue line, but also to begin the story of the attraction they're about to get on when they are in the queue. So we now call those scene ones. So that is the first scene of your experience getting on the ride. And it's very, very popular with our guests. And I think they appreciate that we're bringing that level of detail out of the ride building and into the queues.
One last question for me. Will any of these attractions ever make it to the West Coast Disneyland?
We will have to see, but we don't have anything to announce right now.